What's up? It's your boy Enigma back with another Mind of a Black Author video, and today we're going to talk about book number 31 of mine that's coming out on January 31st. Not Like Us. All right, so I want to give a quick overview of this book and what to expect. I hope to release a couple of character videos after this, kind of going through the main characters of the book. But for right now, I'm just going to talk about the overview of this book. So the book stars, I say stars, like this is a movie, but you know what I mean. The two main characters that are driving the book are these two right here. The one in the middle, his name is Caleb Webb, and the one with the shades on, his name is Jean-Pierre or JP. Now, these are two brothers who are both living life two totally different ways. So JP is a drug dealer who's running the streets, selling drugs, doing, what drug dealers do. And Caleb Webb is an ex-drug dealer. He used to run the streets, but now he's with his girlfriend, Monique, and he's kind of living his 9-to-5 life, trying to make ends meet. So all that falls apart when his brother JP is arrested, and basically Caleb has to take over the drug game. Now, the problem with that is, Caleb, he's been out the game for a while. He still knows it, but, it kind of disrupts what he was trying to build. But Caleb is a smart dude, okay? Caleb likes to dabble in cryptocurrency and stocks and stuff like that. And the book starts out in 2010. So this is before Bitcoin actually had a chance to blow up. So after he takes over the drug, the streets and his crew and all that, he turns that drug money eventually, when his brother gets out of jail, to over $600 million. And that $600 million is split between them, 300 to him and 300 to his brother. And so Caleb's whole thing is he's trying to become a billionaire, whereas JP is trying to figure out his purpose, because now he doesn't have to sell drugs for a living. Now, what does he do? Because that's all he knew. So the book kind of, and I don't want to go into too many details, spoiler details, but the book basically kind of takes a lot of things that goes on in the real world. So we've seen stories with celebrities talking about white parties. We've seen stories with Epstein Island. We've seen stories with P. Diddy. And the reason I wanted to put all that into this book, because that's a life that many of us, like me, you, and, just the typical John, doesn't know about. All we hear is just, the only time we hear it is when it hits the news. But there is, what inspired me to write this book is I'm a big fan of the show Billions, and I'm a big fan of the show Succession. And in both of those shows, they show you a world that we would not normally see. And especially Succession was really that one that had the old money, and Billions had the new money. And Billions was the one that really kind of resonated with me even more. And I wanted to kind of show you a peek into that life, similar to what Billions did for me. So you have these three characters, and this one right here, she's Swan. I'll talk about her in one of my character videos. But these two right here are the main ones I'm talking about now, since they're the driving force behind the book. So to become a billionaire, in Billions, the main character, Bobby Axelrod, I think says it best when he says, he was an absolute carnivorous effing monster. And what he meant by that is you have to be one to get to where he was and the other billionaires were. So in order to get to becoming a billionaire, you have to do some absolute monstrous stuff. And I believe that in real life too. Like, you can't become a billionaire. You can become a millionaire. A millionaire you can become without doing all the dirt. But to get it to where a billionaire type of personality is, you have to be an absolute monster in order to achieve that. So that's why you have the Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Donald Trumps, all these billionaires. The Amazon guy, can't think of his name right now, but these billionaires, they want to basically seem like the friend of man, but they're not, because in order to get and achieve that type of wealth, they had to do some things to keep the lower class where they are, to keep the middle class where they are, and to continue to build their power and wealth and, just seizing the opportunity. And so what I wanted to show really, the main character, Caleb, he wants to become a billionaire. He knows that's going to open up a whole bunch of doors for him. And as you see, it's stripped away, his humanity stripped away throughout the story. And it's a very compelling tale. And one of the things I liked about this cover is these are the three main characters, but there's a fourth main character who is Avi, who is a multi-billionaire. And he basically is pulling the strings behind these characters. Like they're all connected with him. And just like in the book, for the most part, he's better heard but not seen. So there's a guy who's pulling the strings of all these people. And also, I don't know if you can tell from here, but you see those masks at the bottom, or those faces. All right. Those are masks. And in these masks, there's a chapter that kind of goes Eyes Wide Shut. If you've seen that movie, it kind of goes like that. And I just loved how the designer basically implemented that into the cover. I mean, this just came out very, remarkable for me. So I really enjoyed it. But that was just an introduction to Not Like Us. Again, it comes out on January 31st. You can pre-order it for Kindle right now. When it does drop, it'll be available in paperback and hard copy. And if you want to hear more about this story and get a little more synopsis on Not Like Us, you can go to www.enigmakid.com. That's www.enigmakid.com. Okay. And I just wanted to do a quick introduction to the story. I don't want to give too much of it away. But if you want to hear some more details about it, check out the next videos that's going to come out, which is going to talk about each of these characters individually. It's your boy Enigma signing off. Deuces.